Well, thank you for taking the time to join me here today. Here at Whitby Christian, we've come through the first quarter of 2021 successfully. And I know that we're all looking forward to getting through this last lockdown. We're looking forward to a summer, better than the one last year, God willing. And we hope also to not head into lockdowns again. We're very thankful for the way the church has come through this past 14 or so months. God has been faithful, and our church family, Whitby Christian, has been so resilient. And I want to give you an update today on where we're at coming through the first quarter of the year ending the end of April of 2021. Thank you for your continued partnership, your faithful, generous giving here at Whitby Christian with your tithes and offerings, your mission support, and the various venues that you support with our ministry here at the church. Thank you for what you have done together with us. And as I share this, I'm so proud that here at Whitby Christian, we've been a church with a heart for missions for many, many years now. We're sending in excess of $100,000 every year through our church into the mission field, locally and globally. We know in our church family, we have hundreds and hundreds of children that we sponsor through Compassion Canada, World Vision, other child care programs. Literally hundreds of thousands of dollars are also going through our church every year in sponsoring children. And if you've not yet done anything in missions, I would encourage you to sponsor a child. For the cost of a pizza, you can literally change a child's life through child sponsorship. This past week, we sent $10,000 to the nation of India. That would be in support of our workers there, the Sampsons, also Calcutta Mercy Hospital. We want to show the world that we are a church that cares and has a heart for people. We've also this past week sent $3,000 to St. Vincent for humanitarian aid, the crisis the volcano made there. And we are just helping with hands on the ground and workers on the ground in these efforts. Through this pandemic season, these 14, 15 months, we have cut expenses to the core. We've been operating very frugally. We have cut expenditures right to the core. Very, very cautious of spending. And as we are here today, we know that we are actually seeing the facility completed, the roofing that has been some years getting done. The last phase of this roof project will be done as we come out of COVID. We're going to end this season with this facility finally completely intact, and we're so grateful for what we've been able to get done together. Now we have a slide there for you, you're going to see on screen that our year-to-year giving compared to 2019, not 2020. 2019 was the focus that I'd like to consider. That would be the best year in the history of the church, and 2019 comparatively to where we were at in 2021, you see we're about $30,000 down from our general income and a few $1,000s, roughly, actually, if you consider year to date at the end of this time in May, it's about $5,000 to $6,000 in our missions. Thank you for your generous giving, and really, this is so helpful as we come into the spring for us to just consider how we may catch up. We have a spring offering coming up Sunday, June 6th, and I would encourage you even now to consider what the Lord would have you do to help us catch up on our giving. We know that many people are away this summer. More people are hopefully going to be away, their vacations. And this is going to be an offering Sunday, June 6th, to just help us see ourselves through the summer in a healthy way financially. Also, Emmanuel Christian School that has been with us now for some years, they're transitioning out of our partnership, and so we'll no longer have their funding ending the end of June. And we're just believing that God will provide, that the Lord will provide through other agencies, through the partnership of new friends and people that will call Whitby Christian home and faithfully support us as well. We recognize that this is a large facility, and any large facility has issues, maintenance issues. We're so thankful that the big issues are now finally complete, and we hope to not look at things like this for a good long time. But things like our parking lot, that just a few years ago, we put a lot of substantial funding into having that parking lot paved. Well, that's a number of years ago now. And anything that's exposed to the elements, wear and tear, we have cracks in that parking lot that need to be sealed. And that's not a massive amount of money, but those type of things need to get done and looked after. It's like the commercial said years ago that you can either pay me now or pay me later. And so maintenance issues are best looked after early. And that's just an example of things that over the years we need to keep abreast of and on top of. The church sign that I've mentioned, we've had people that very generously have already designated toward that. And if you'd like to designate towards the church sign on that special offering Sunday, June 6th, please just put that on your note, your bank, however you give at whitbychristian.com, e-transfer, text to give. Just make a note that if you wish to give towards the sign, and that's something that we're looking into also this coming year. We have come such a long way together in this season. There's so much that we have accomplished in these months, from our production equipment to all that we've secured. We've been able to do this because you've stood with us, you've stood together. We've stood together as a family, as a church in unity. And so thank you so much of where we're at as we are, I believe, on the other side of this pandemic, looking into a brand new season of opportunity. So looking forward to the season that will begin next September. We're looking forward to much more substantial in-person gatherings again. So God bless you and thank you. Thank you what you've enabled us to be able to accomplish to this point in this season. And we look so forward to what the Lord has ahead for us. So God richly bless you and thank you. And thank you for being with us this day. God bless you.